Hey, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Andrea Speaks TV. I'm your host, Andrea, here to bring you news and commentary you can use. Listen, y'all, thank you again for supporting the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. Listen, I want to speak for just a few minutes on the topic. The New York City Mayor, Eric Adams, I believe that's his name. He recently declared a state of emergency due to what can be described as, an influx, so to speak, of migrants being bused or flown to the city of New York. Okay, what do you all think about that? Let me know your thoughts on that. Now, I've talked about the crisis at the border several times right here on the channel. And I want you all to understand that, I feel that, people should receive help and aid, especially when they're coming from countries that are war-torn. They've had some type of natural disaster, whatever has happened that has caused them to flee from where they currently are living to seek a better way of life to protect their family. And I also shared that on the channel. We cannot assume that everyone who is fleeing their country and seeking to come here to America, we can't assume that they're coming for any type of bad intent. Okay, there are people who are just simply, they want a better way of life for themselves and their family. And I do feel like I do agree with New York City Mayor Eric Adams when he spoke about how this is a humanitarian crisis. But at the same time, as I've also shared here on the channel, I feel like while we are helping people from other countries, let us not forget to help our own right here in the United States. But I'm going to get back to that particular topic in just a moment. But I want to talk about some of his words. His decision to declare a state of emergency in New York City because of the influx of migrants that are being bused, either transported by bus or by airplane to his city. Now, I find it kind of ironic, actually, that now he is saying, hey, we have a crisis. He's saying that the city of New York, pretty soon, they're going to exhaust their budget. They can't accommodate the number of migrants, the number of people who are being sent to their city. And the reason I find that ironic isn't that what was being said all along by Texas governor, Florida governor? Weren't they saying the same thing? And they're basically saying, help, our borders are, people are just crossing the border and they're coming by the thousands and no one is helping us. I believe that's what the Texas governor, I can't think of his name right off the top of my head. I don't want to say the wrong person's name. You all let me know who's the Texas governor. Please put that in the chat, as well as the Florida's governor, Ron DeSantis. I do know his name, but they have been sending out a cry for help all along, so much so they felt like they were being ignored. And then they chose to go to what some would say is extreme measures and actually send these people, rather than leave them on the street or, anything like that in their particular state. They chose to send them by bus, by airplane to other cities. Ironically, I find those are, seem like mostly Democratic cities. I could be wrong. You all let me know. But saying, hey, if no one's going to help us, we're just going to send them. But, I also brought up the point, well, something about that doesn't seem right, because are these people having a choice? Are they really being told why they're getting on the bus or why they're getting on the plane, where they're going? Something about that, like, when is that going to stop? When is that going to be enough? Just something about that just starting to seem a little, I don't know, just kind of seem a little bit questionable. But now that New York City Mayor Eric Adams has declared a state of emergency, he wants someone to come to his aid, his city's aid, when all the while the people of Texas, Florida, maybe there are other states that I can't think of right now that maybe their officials, their government has said, hey, we need some help. All along, they've been saying, hey, we need some help too. Help us do something about it. And from my understanding, the government did nothing. But now that it's affecting New York City Mayor Eric Adams in his city, now he wants something done about it. You know, I think he said something about it's going to cost $1 billion to assist them. And, he talked about, ways to set them up with permanent housing and things like that. But again, why wasn't something done in the very beginning? And now we are at this point. Do you all understand what I'm saying? Why didn't our government offer help and aid when the people first started coming over? Now, what has transpired, you have states that are sending these people, these families, men, women, children. They're sending them to other cities in the country, and they're saying, hey, it's creating a crisis and a burden for us. We need help. So you see how this has a trickle effect, when all along in the beginning, the government could have done something about it to possibly prevent it from getting to this point. Why did they choose to do nothing? Was it because our leadership was so focused on sending aid to Ukraine? You all know more money is headed to Ukraine, right? Check on the check the community tab right here on the channel, and you'll see where another I can't remember the exact figure, but it's about $700 million is going to Ukraine as a part of, I think, like military assistance, military package, something like that. What's really going on, y'all? The people that have been elected, right? The people that have been elected to make decisions that should be in the best interest. The people who have been, let me correct myself, y'all. The people who have been elected to represent us and make decisions that are in the best interest of the American people. What's really going on? Why are they allowing, how are we as a country allowing so many millions of dollars, billions of dollars in total actually, money being sent to Ukraine when we have a growing crisis concerning our border, as well as others, the homeless population? Imagine what we could do if we spent that money. Imagine what could be done, what could be accomplished, how many people could be helped if we were spending all those millions and billions of dollars, right here in our own country. I don't understand it. I honestly don't. Like I said, I understand. Yes, I feel like when there's some type of global humanitarian crisis, that people should receive assistance, okay? They should receive help from other nations. That seems like the right thing to do, right? But at the same time, you have to take care of your people in your own home country. Now, I did look at some criticism of New York City Mayor Eric Adams' recent announcement where he declared a state of emergency in New York City. And some critics were saying, in one video I watched, they were basically saying, how he's so quick to talk about that, but what has he done to address and help the homeless population in New York City, provide affordable housing for them? So I just find it very ironic that now he's, it's almost like he's jumping up and down screaming, not literally, but I'm just saying he's making such a statement by declaring a state of emergency, when all along, from my understanding and my research, this is what other states have been asking for, okay? But now he wants someone to do something because he feels inconvenienced, because he feels like it's a burden placed on him in his city. When you look at it, this has also affected other states in our country. So you all let me know your thoughts on that. Again, the topic is New York City Mayor Eric Adams declaring a state of emergency in New York City regarding the influx of migrants that have been either bused or flown to his city. Okay, as always, thank you all so much for supporting the channel. Listen, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for what you all do to contribute to the channel, whether it's liking the video, sharing the video, giving your thoughts, your commentary in the comments. And listen, we don't always have to agree. We don't always have to agree, rather. We don't always have to agree. Sometimes if you have a different viewpoint than what I do, a lot of times I ask you, okay, well, can you explain your thoughts? And I'll tell you, thank you for sharing. So I just wanted to let you all know that I don't always necessarily expect you all to agree. You certainly have a right to believe what you believe in, but a lot of times I will ask you, okay, well, share a little bit more about what you were thinking, or why did you make that decision, because it gives me a chance to maybe possibly see see and understand your thoughts that are from a different viewpoint than mine. Okay, all right, y'all take care. You can see I'm out and about, but I'm bringing you news and commentary on the go. So thank you all so much. Please make sure you like this video, leave me some feedback in the comments, let me know your thoughts on this particular topic, and I'll be uploading new content all weekend long right here on the channel. Thank you all so much for your support. Stay tuned for more news and commentary you can use right here on Andrea Speaks TV.